Let's see. Hopefully all that works. Oh, Sin's missing.
Oh, I think Sin went for Bevs. Oh wait, Simpson.
Hello, hey, hi. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux. It's twitch.tv/Major Linux, and we're here once again for another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Sorry for the delay, but we've had some unfriendly visitors here, and we had to go clean house real quick. We had to put things up, take out the trash. We were just taking out the fucking trash. So we appreciate your patience as we kind of get that sorted. I think we lost Kev.
Still here, but
doing
the
the
whole
robot.
yeah. Am I good now? Hold on. Let me refresh. Wait, am I good?
No.
Okay. How about now?
No.
Jeez.
Like I thought he had froze for me to get through that spiel. I was like, damn, he's really good at this.
Okay, there you go. You're mobile.
Okay, there we go. Wait, all right. Wait, let me go back to my position. Wait, wrong hand. There you go.
All right. I'm joined this week and every week. Why, it's your boy Kev. Kev is in the building.
And this building has AC now.
Hey.
See.
Yeah.
We joined this week. And
but not next week.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sinziak is in the building with 1 foot out.
Oh,
how's it going?
It's all right. It's been a week. Things have been happening. I want to know what's been going on with you all. Only so that way I can actually open up a doc and open up some articles, because I did not do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I sure did. There is we wrote some stuff this week. We published it today. So I put some thoughts out into the ether. We will see what the world does with it. But also, this week has just been reading and prepping for a bit of vacation.
Ooh. That sounds nice.
And this one is not a staycation. I will be, on the road and traveling and all those other things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's a thing. That's a whole mood. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
Aside from that, we went shopping for some clothes online. They have arrived. We went shopping for some new masks online, because here's the thing. Go ahead and get your fall and winter fashions together and make sure, because that's where we're at now at this point in the pandemic. I want to make sure that I have masks that coordinate with the main core colors of my aesthetics. So I specifically went for things that were black, white, red, or yellow with whatever patterns on them, and ordered them so that I, can be out here looking very clean in these streets during the fall and winter season where I appear, most of which will be at the grocery store. We got some shoes this weekend. We did new things with our nails this weekend.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So it's been a time, a good time. I still need a good office chair though.
Go ahead and get your ergonomics.
Major's out here showing us the mask hidden in the village of Melanin out here.
Are we doing a
message
Are we doing a mastering? Hold up.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, see. Oh, well, okay. I guess I gotta wait. I just want to say how ridiculous this is now. What have I done?
I also made sure to two-factor my Twitter accounts this week, so that was fun.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, man, you were living dangerously out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm. You were like me with my update issues.
Ooh.
Just reckless.
Like, DMs were already closed, so it's not like y'all were coming for me. But based on how I see things going, I was just like, let me add some additional guards to the gates of this castle, just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're here.
Yeah.
As you can see, gloriously coordinated.
And see, for me, I just went for like the simple black dress approach. Just bought a whole bunch of black masks. They wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to do more like character stuff. You know, like I seen one person, some cosplayers, do like Kronk and Yzma, but they had the Kronk and Yzma mouth masks, and I was like, this was so cool though. Like watching cosplayers literally like change the game up.
They were ready. They had plans.
Yeah, they had plans. Like,
so all of the ones from this particular site had all of this African-inspired print.
Oh, I like that. Let me check those out.
Yeah, for me, look, I've been wearing nothing but black tees for like the past year. So it's like, you know what?
I mean, we've been in nothing but grieving this year, so you know what?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Indeed.
Like I wrote an article a few years ago about achieving the Steve Jobs look, the Doug Funny, the cartoon character look, and I'm so close.
I got the turtleneck this week. We're on our way.
Oh, I didn't mean specifically the turtleneck.
I will wear that on stream tonight.
I didn't mean specifically the turtleneck, but it was the idea that he only had like the black turtleneck and the blue jeans and the white tennis shoes. Like just the fact that he only had that one outfit, like a uniform. I said, damn, that's kind of smart. Like, you don't have to think about what you're going to wear. You just pull out the shirt, pair of jeans, sneakers, let's go.
I'm gonna do the Bobby Axelrod where it's just like jeans, ankle boot, and like whatever rock t-shirt I feel like putting on, like Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Like I did have, which is funny because I did have a Metallica t-shirt, and it was Ride the Lightning, and I'm sitting up there with my Metallica shirt and like the electric chair on there, and like white dudes just like giving me props.
Rock on, bro. Rock on.
Like the shirt, bro. I'm like, thanks, man. Thanks, Chad.
Put on for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Something just occurred to me about this Melanated God of War character.
Good or bad? Because I hate for it to be bad.
I don't want it to be bad.
I don't want it to be bad. Bad is not good.
I thought that was a playable character. It's not a playable character.
Oh God, no. You play as Kratos. No. You just play as Kratos, who is voiced by a black man.
That part.
She's a whole deity up in here. Okay.
We'd love to see it.
She's the last of the giants, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't wait. I can't wait for them trailers to come out. Ooh, I can't wait for more of them trailers. That's what I'm like. As much as I have feelings for PlayStation, I have a lot of feelings for PlayStation. Y'all know. the thing that I've definitely the thing that I've said is that I liked what I saw in the showcase. That's what I'm saying. I like what I saw a lot of what I saw in the showcase.
It was all right,
but yeah,
nothing made me want to run out and buy a PlayStation.
Like it's like cool. When I do buy this PlayStation 5 in a couple years, I will have something to play on it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically when they do the refresh. I'm all over it.
When Spider-Man 2 comes out,
yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. Spider-Man 2 came out.
That will be the only thing that moves that needle for me. Is like, all right, Spider-Man 2 is out. Excited for the KOTOR remake, but it's coming to PC, so I don't need. Yep, like that was it for me. So, PC, great. Thank you.
I don't know if this gonna bleed into like the gaming stuff. But if it is, then I'll just kind of wait for the gaming stuff. But that was one thing that I was very excited about. God bless you. God bless you, Sam.
We could start with it, but we've not gone through the rest of the introductions. I don't know how your week's been.
Yeah. Hot. That's been my week. Like it's been a hot, sweaty week, and yeah, air conditioning literally shirked its mortal coil on Monday. Then, yeah, the air conditioning went out on Monday and had 2 sweaty nights, and we finally got the air conditioning working. It is very good. I am cool as a cucumber, and I'm good. We're good now. I just got my little fan to kind of keep me cool, so I don't sweat with this light in my face. So, but other than that, I am great. Played some really awesome indie games. Lake was one of them. Thought we broke the game that day. Turns out we did, so that's fine. Played another game called The Big Con, which feels like you're playing a Nickelodeon acid trip, but yeah, a 90s Nickelodeon acid trip. That's what I called it. But it's still fun. We picked back up on Dragon Quest. We finished Sylvando's interlude, and it was the most Sylvando that it was the most Sylvando interlude that ever Sylvandoed. Because we are Sylvando stands out here. Yes! It's like, we haven't started yet, but it's about to kick off. It's us preparing for that. And in the most Sylvando way out there, like, yeah. Like, we are the
is like straight up the most fabulous character in that game, and that's the end of that.
He is no question that, and it's like we are the soldiers of Smile, David.
Have you ever seen the Monty Python? Well, one of the Monty Python movies, where this king has this son that he's trying to marry off, and every time the son is left to himself, he just starts breaking into song, and his dad is like, stop doing that. Like, the ladies don't like that. And he's just like, but this is what makes me happy. This is what makes me happy,
Yes.
And he starts like writing songs and poetry and all this other stuff, and like that's the whole gag is that they're trying to point him to like this princess of this nearby kingdom. He's like, I don't want to get married. I want to write songs.
Exactly. Let him live his best life, and I think that Sylvando is like always living his best life, and we love that.
I say that I'm always going to play it, and I said I was going to play that, and I got real close last week, or this week, because I forgot. I had a long weekend.
So wait, what happened? Did you forget how the power button works?
No, because every time I launched Dragon Quest XI, I kept quick resuming out of it.
Wild.
Look, I had a video to do, so
yeah,
I had a video to do and research to do, and Dragon Quest XI was just sitting there for me to open and close multiple times for no reason.
Just to test it.
Just to test it. I'm gonna tell you something. That intro, I guess the theme or whatever that song is that plays when you launch it, it is a fire ass song. And I said,
It's amazing.
The longest I've been in that game was just long enough to listen. And then quick resume into Forza. It's like, wait a second.
Here's what we do. We start every time I stream Dragon Quest, we stop and I watch that whole thing. And I'm literally just like, and everybody just like, and I'm like, that's amazing. Because Dragon Quest always has fire music.
And then what I end up doing, double tap, Forza. Okay, Forza's still here. Double tap, Dragon Quest. Pick up right where this all left off. Double tap. The Ascent. Okay, that worked.
Yeah.
Double tap. Final Fantasy 13. Dump. I'm like, all right, cool. This is great. Quick resume is the dream.
It's a good thing. I literally have your video queued up. I'm gonna watch it at some point. I'm gonna watch it at some point because I'm probably.
I'll get into it later, but yeah, I had to switch the format of how I was going to talk about that thing.
Okay.
I got real pissed. But yes, continue.
But I think that's about it. Yeah, plenty indie games, more indie games. Like air conditioning fixed. Probably tomorrow do like Kingdom work, and then might try to see if I can squeeze in some Yakuza. Like, because I'm like, oh my god, I really want to get back into Yakuza, but oh my god.
Also, I almost got to an ending in Hollow Knight. We're trying to beat this final boss though.
I swear, the way I was thinking about all of you, including Anka, this past weekend, because of all the games on Game Pass.
It's all of our favorites.
Yeah, it was like, there's Sin and Hollow Knight. Oh, and Final Fantasy X. There's Kev in Dragon Quest. There's Anka in Destiny 2. Oh, and there's me with all of the Yakuza that I said I'm going to play, but I don't know.
I think that's kind of the brand at this point, Major. It's kind of like, ooh, these games look good, but like Major's the person who's going to have like 1,000 games of backlog, and if you ever play through all of the games he has in backlog, it spells out a secret message that leads to a treasure somewhere on a remote island.
I really thought about that too. Said, there is no way I'm ever going to play all these games unless, and I've had a conversation with my wife about this, we shift priorities and she takes the majority of the responsibility and allows me to be the free spirit in the house. Which coincidentally, she's kind of on board with. Surprisingly, she wants to work and make money. And she is like, I said, look, if you can get a job that combines both of our incomes, let me quit. Because I told her that what I want to do is to try to generate income my own way. And she was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I mean, I can be here for Caden, do all that stuff. It'll be fine. Like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that day. Because she has a job that can do that now. I mean, she has the credentials to do that. And I'm like, yep, you go and do that. You do that right here for you. Just let me stay home. Just let me stay home.
Like me, I have totally no problem being the home.
Exactly.
The homemaker. No, I have no problem with that. And
she was like, well, "You're not gonna feel like you don't rent this." No, I am like, I've done that. I built most of this on my back. You've helped, but most of this has been because of my income. I'm tired now. I want to rest.
Like, we are out here smashing gender roles into pieces.
Yeah, you ain't gonna bother me none. I got what I needed. I just want to sit back and enjoy it now.
I will definitely be that man in the apron, baking you cookies and giving you foot rubs. Hell yeah.
I hesitate to do the foot rub part though. So, yeah.
I don't hesitate with foot rubs, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
It's just the feet part. It's just the feet.
yeah.
It's just the feet.
TOS.
It's not
TOS.
that yeah.
The terms of service, Major Linux.
Service.
You just go ahead and stop right there.
What? I don't want to
Thank you.
I just don't want to massage. That's it.
Yep. I spoke my piece on that.
I'm not saying we're showing any. This isn't Wiki Feet.
I mean, I don't know the way that people, talking about things so much that they got its own category on, something.
That's them. That's not what we do here.
Let me not come for Twitch.
I just said bacon cookies and foot rub. Oh, sure.
Anyway, this iPhone Mini is also coordinated with my outfit in my nails today, and I am loving it here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I am.
Okay,
love to see it.
What else you got going on?
No, that was it.
All right. Whew. All right. So, if you all do not know, your boy's been spending some money again. Well,
let me tell you about how bad my spending has been this week. I have never seen my funds is so low. I'm just like, listen, we gonna do better about this next month.
Yeah, this is a next month problem. But yeah, well, of course, y'all know that I did pick up the Xbox Series S last week. So I was able to spend this surprisingly extra long weekend. I did not realize I had Tuesday off. So, I spent the entirety from Friday night till about Tuesday afternoon doing some testing, recording some video. If anybody ever parts their fucking lips to say that the Xbox Series S is a budget console, I want you to smack them like Bernie Mac smacked whoever it was off that train.
And head of state, be like,
just get them real good because they are lying.
Yes,
they are lying.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we only tell truths on here.
The way I have between the Series S and the storage for this thing spent $600.
You say that in this camera 5 times, and Miss Linux is gonna come up here and ban you.
Oh, she already knows. She was the first person I told. Like, it doesn't hit you. It does not hit you until you actually spend that money. Like between the console, the expansion card, additional hard drives, like it's not cheap. And like we can sit here and say like, oh, it's a Game Pass box, but it's something that we could say because we have unlimited access to the internet.
Right.
There are people who don't have that. Also, and I can't remember if we covered this, but if we did, I forgot.
Yeah.
364 gigabytes of usable storage on a Series S.
Yep, you can forget a Call of Duty.
Oh, well, that's all you can get.
That's all you can get.
Like, all you can get is a Call of Duty.
Right. But it's that thing though. Yeah. It's that thing where it's like you see it and it's like it's a wonderful thing, but storage is the problem. Like storage
like
is the problem.
512 gigabytes was a problem to begin with.
Right.
But to see that only had access to 364 gigs of it?
Right. I would have been happy if they'd have been like, all right, 1 terabyte, $400. I'd be happy with that.
Now, so THA brings up a good point. Like, having cheaper access to the next gen consoles, like, by far, best option. I will not tell somebody to not get a Series S. But it's that thing of be prepared to spend way more than this $300.
Yeah. Be prepared to spend a third of this console in storage.
So basically, it's a Nintendo Switch plus the SD card.
Not even SD cards are cheap.
SD cards are cheap compared to this, and games not big.
I need one for my Switch. But didn't we talk about this? Way back when.
Yeah, like we talked about it, but it's amazing what happens when you are removed from it and then actually have to do something about it.
Right.
You get mad all over again.
It's like
what I'm saying is we're not telling you like fresh out of the gate. We are reminding you.
Yeah.
We are reminding you.
Because when I talked about it initially, it's like, I want to reiterate, because I know I said this before, that the Xbox Series S is the worst decision Microsoft has ever made. I will stand by that decision forever.
I agree with you on that.
Right.
Well, something while you're standing there by that decision, would you like a drink? Would you like a beverage of some kind? I mean, because I'm willing to hand you one.
Oh my god!
Do you like pina coladas or getting caught in this nonsense around this Xbox?
It is the way where it's like when being faced with it after, like, again, we talked about it, put it off to the side, but then being faced with these these challenges,
right?
I talk about the storage and how like you only have 364 gigabytes usable storage. It becomes a non-issue if you've got internet that can support it, but even then people have capped data and just can't download games like that. It hit me when the diskless part hit me, when I realized I've got like 5 games. Now granted, I bought most of my stuff digital, and again, I'm on Game Pass, Xbox Gold and all like that, but the fact that I have 5 games that are disc-based games that I can't use, and because this is a digital system, you're beholden to the platform on when they decide to give you sales.
Right.
Because remember, I think it was in 2018, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, they stopped selling digital copies of the games in brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
Including Amazon. So just third-party retailers, they stopped selling digital versions of their games. So you can't get an Xbox discount over on Amazon or Best Buy, Walmart, Target. No, you are beholden to the platform themselves to get you that discount. Right. So I don't know, The Witcher 3 may be on sale. It's an old game.
Right.
But I have what is it? GTA 5. GTA 5 barely goes on sale. Luckily I have it on PC. Luckily I have it literally everywhere else where it's not a deal breaker. But there are games that may not go on sale as much. So I'm sitting with games that I would like to play, but I can't play anymore.
Right. So it's kind of like
so what I'm hearing is boo though.
Very much.
Yeah, it's boo,
man.
Like the technology is there again. Like I love the smart delivery. I love the quick resume. Like load times are amazing. I could boot this thing up from sleep and pick up. I can pick up in the middle of that intro song for Dragon Quest 11, because that's where I resumed it, or that's why I save stated it at.
Right.
But oh my god. Going through chat here. THC, how hard is it to expand the Xbox Series S storage? I honestly didn't look into it. If you get the expansion card, or actually adding storage to an Xbox is not hard.
Why don't you push because you can swap out the hard drive itself, can't you?
No. Now, one thing about it, and so one thing I would like to see, the Xbox Series S and X do have an M2 NVMe slot. Their fast storage is an actual NVMe drive. You could, in theory, take it out. People have taken it out and replaced it, but you have to have the OS installed on it already,
right? In
order to use it. Like you can put in a brand new NVMe, but the system won't boot.
Right.
So what I would like to see in the future is if Microsoft enabled you to like like download whatever OS you need to install on that NVMe.
Right.
Outside of that, like external storage, it's not that hard. The expansion card, you can just plug that in, and it's like, okay, you've got an expansion card here. You can install your Series S and X games on it.
Right, and it has the fast storage and the quick resume and stuff already in it.
And the hard and then external USB 3.2, 3.2 hard drives, that you can plug in. It'll ask you if you want to format it. You can format it, do whatever, and then it's ready to go. It takes no time to get those set up, but it's money.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a one and done proposition, you know. And that's what that's what I've said for the longest time, that the Switch is the most expensive console, because it's like if you're trying to get like another dock, then that's you got to find that's another $80 to get the thing, to this, and the games are like full $50 and $60 games.
70.
Yeah,
I'm talking about 70.
I'm talking about Switch.
Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that goes up to 70 just
I
because.
I wouldn't be surprised too, because but most games kind of like start high and then they trickle down. Most Nintendo games start high and they stay there. So if you can almost get like a game for under 40, it's a deal. But yeah, this is kind of like the Series S is not like a bona fide certified. It's just it's a gateway.
Yeah,
it basically opens you up to the next gen and gives you those wonderful features of the next gen. But be prepared to have shitty storage, and be prepared to not be able to buy really, really physical copies of games.
Yeah, so for me, I've got the internal storage, I've got the expansion card, I have a 512 gigabyte external SSD, and a 5 terabyte platter hard drive.
Did you also get the dungarees?
No,
I just want to make sure that all that's covered.
Those are in the mail. My plan charge kit for my controller is
yeah.
So Ruin, it does have like I said, it does have an internal PCIe Gen 4 NVMe drive in those systems. It is not a part of the board like the PS5 SSD is. Some time ago, and it was using some weird drive I've never heard. Remember looking into it long time ago, and it was using some weird drive I've never heard of. Speeds were way too slow for 4.0 drive. Using close to 3.0. They probably don't want you touching that shit. No, it's a PCIe Gen 4 NVMe in there. Check out Digital Foundry. They removed it. There are actually several videos online of people opening that thing up and removing it. But when they tried to put in bigger storage, because it was not formatted for that Xbox, you couldn't do anything with it. Like, I looked that up. I was ready to go. I said, if I need to go out and buy an NVMe drive, I will do it. The size of it's weird though. It's like kind of like they sell smaller NVMe's, but this was like halfway between a small one and a big one. It's a really weird form factor. So there was one video, they got close. I can't remember which one. I can't remember who did it. But yeah, Digital Foundry, they tried to swap it out and it did not work for them. But yeah, so that's kind of a summation of my Xbox Series S hands-on. It's great. The technology is amazing, but the storage, what the fuck and why? Please be prepared for that if you're looking into getting into budget Xbox gaming.
Right. Yeah.
Not budget box.
Because it's not. Because it's not.
Nope.
Outside of that, I've just been chilling, taking some meetings. Some exciting things are coming up. I'm really excited. I need to talk to some folks. Both of you, are I really want to talk to you because they are the people I'm working with. They are looking for some people, and y'all might know some folks, if not just yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited.
I am also. That also reminds me. This week has been a week spent in reflection. I went to like an AMA for just people talking about like work experiences and things, and I asked people questions about how they manage their time, because very specifically for me, one of the things that, and this, I guess this, now that I think about it, I guess this is the best place to talk about this sort of thing. So, as a person who works in tech, but in general, the thing that I see the most is that you have people in a market where the value is, oh, you wear a lot of hats, you're able to do a lot of things, you're super resourceful and all of this, but you don't really, unless a company's intentional about it, have any kind of systems in place for you to work toward personal or professional development, just how to learn things because you want to learn them, or even just how to like take time to really think about the job and the work that you're doing and think about how to do it better. And my luck with career stuff has always been, I'm always put in a position where I'm the only person who does the thing that I do. And so I'm also the only person that I can rely on to think about things to make that situation better or to learn how to develop skills for things. So I asked someone how they divided up their time. You want to know one thing that they told me that kind of messed me up this week? They have a 3-hour block in the middle of their week that they take the time to sit and read or learn how to do things pertaining to their job. When I say learn, things like how do I do things better or more efficiently? How do I look at the processes and procedures that I use and figure out ways to suggest improvements to them? 3 hours a week. That is, to put this in perspective and context, I asked a question at the beginning of my job, like, hey, because this is a role that I'm relatively new to and I have a lot to learn, what time do I get allotted for professional development to learn how to better do my job? 1 hour per week is what we're allocated. So, like, that's my small crusade this week. Okay. And it's also like I'm in that part of my job again, TM, where I'm asking those questions about what do y'all expect people to do? How do you expect people to do it? How do you expect people to get better at it? That type of thing. What kind of supportive resources do they have in place? And it's a lot of just, we'll have to figure that out, cross that bridge when we come to it. Although I will say, like, the people here in the role that I'm in, they're super cool. They're very like willing to help me do things. And they'll tell me, hey, if you have things that you want to pick up or software you want to get or like events you want to go to or attend that we can sponsor you for to make you better at these things, then absolutely, by all means, let us know. It's just that I have to then go and research and find out about these things and figure out how that works. So things, work-related things. Also, I still spend too much money this week. I spent way too much money this week. But I have bright red shoes. I'm pleased.
All right, gentlemen, let's say we get into some of this news for this week.
We kept it light for y'all this week because you had a holiday on Monday if you lived in the United States. And we also took that day not to perform labor. So
it was, well, some of us did. Some of us recorded a video.
Mine was sweaty.
So I guess some of us actually were working very hard.
He wasn't working hard. His air conditioner was broken. Hello.
I guess the AC took Labor Day off.
Yeah.
Not your AC going. I have a union break that I'm entitled to, and I'm clocking out today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into it. First article, courtesy of Ruination. Hey, if you would like to contribute articles to the show, recommend going to majors.house/discord. Facebook apologizes after AI puts primates label on video of a black man.
Y'all won't see heaven.
Haven't y'all learned from Google?
I won't get.
Like, Google did this initially.
They're on the list. They ain't seen it either. They gonna have company.
You know, there is a thing here where we talked about this last week with our infrastructure things, and I'll say this again. Dear people who are, thinking about platforms you want to resource to, I just want you to know, I need y'all to understand these places that we're going to are at best just not as shitty as this one in some respects. But on the other hand, y'all just told me that I low-key might decide to click on the Facebook.gaming and end up getting labeled as Synziac.primate. And I don't want to deal with that. I don't.
Like, bruh, what is it? Like, I was wondering what that black box was, but it was actually just Skype. Surprisingly, it doesn't show that video. Yeah, so as you can see here on the screen, this is from the New York Times. They included the screenshot of what was showing up on the Facebook app. It was a white man calls cops on black men at Marina. But at the bottom of the video, it asks the question: keep seeing videos about primates. Yes or dismiss.
Time for hands.
Who someone call 911? Call them. But not for me.
Yeah, not for me.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
That's where we're at right now. That's where we are.
In this article, courtesy of Tigle, ProtonMail is under fire after giving authorities an activist's IP address. It's a reminder that the encrypted email service isn't fully anonymous. ProtonMail, an email service that prides itself on security with end-to-end encryption, is facing criticism after it gave up a French climate activist's IP address to Swiss police. As TechCrunch reports, the company was acting on a request sent via Europol by French authorities who sought help from the Swiss. Since it's based in Switzerland, ProtonMail has to obey the country's laws. That includes logging IP addresses from users in extreme criminal cases, according to its own transparency report.
Well, I mean, I can't say anything about that. I can't say anything about the company in this sense because, they told y'all transparently, hey, if we get asked for these things, we kind of have to give them over to the authorities. That's how that works. Now, the authorities, on the other hand, those of you who understand, actually, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and get biblical with it. He who has ears, let him hear the message that I'm about to say to you. In this house, the clock stays on 1:12 p.m. And that is all I have to say about that.
See, you notes that the company's encryption prevents it from seeing the contents of ProtonMail accounts, and it also doesn't know the identity of its users. So in this case, it wasn't aware it was revealing information about climate activists. Moving forward, he says the company will be more clear how it handles cases of criminal prosecution, and it will further promote using ProtonMail via its Tor site and the company's VPN for users particularly concerned about privacy.
So how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, it's a thing of IP addresses get logged all the time. Like if you're using a site on the internet as it is, that IP address is getting logged.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that the user has to be aware of. There are ways to get around it. Like, again, by using VPNs, by using a Tor browser, by rerouting your traffic, that way it doesn't point back to you.
So I guess my question is, do you think, well, here's a question, right? Just because I haven't read this particular article, so I don't know exactly. What was the reason that they were looking for this in the first place? Because there is something to be said about the amount of times that they have these cases come up where someone's just like, hey, we're looking for somebody for criminal proceedings, and it happens to be a person who's an activist or outspoken about certain types of things or oppression that happened in the country and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
The case in question involves activists who took over commercial locations and apartments near Paris's Place, I guess Place Sainte Marthe, Place Saint Marthe in French though. According to TechCrunch, the protests began as a local effort around gentrification in the neighborhood, but quickly grew into a movement that snagged national headlines in France. On September 1st, they published an article claiming that French authorities sent a message to Europol to uncover who created their ProtonMail account.
Child here are literally spending government resources to find out who told y'all to stop gentrifying the fucking hood in France. Oh my God, if y'all don't have a baguette and leave people alone.
Wild. Wild.
So yeah, like again, like going with Proton, what ProtonMail was saying is like they don't know who owns what, but they complied to a request, and it unfortunately gave up one of the activists. So I mean, it's a thing of like the company did all that they could do. As far as they're concerned, they didn't know who they were giving information to. They did what they were required to do by the country. They followed the law. It's just that one, the police should not be digging as much as they should be digging into shit like this, because why? And two, it's a thing of like it's a thing of like you can only get but so much privacy on the regular internet. If you are really looking to hide yourself on the internet, there are ways to do that too. Maybe next time look into that. If you really try not to be found.
Depending on the kind of work that you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, or shit, if you're just a regular citizen and you just don't want to be found. I'm glad that we're explaining what 1:12 p.m. means. I'm still lost. I just want to put that out too. I was with THC on that. So look, more often than I have no idea what Sin's talking about.
Once again, Perpetual Noob swooping in with the guidance. Yeah. Hey there, Perpetual Noob.
But I still don't understand what 1312 is, but okay.
Oh, it's your favorite letters of the alphabet. A, C, A, B.
Yep.
So if you've ever seen that on the internet, now you know what that means. And so what says 1312, it all refers back to that. And that is why our favorite time of the day is 1:12 p.m.
See, I'm out
like,
here playing checkers. Y'all out here playing fucking Call of Duty at this point. I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know why you're acting.
Y'all should have chosen a better game.
I don't know why y'all acting brand new. Like code, like speaking in code isn't part of our DNA at this point.
I mean, I'm using like old. Look, I'm like, y'all are over here at like 512-bit encryption. I'm still on Code Talkers.
Ooh, not Code Talkers.
We're still over here instead of trying to crack the Enigma machine.
Not Major over here using HyperCard.
Not Alan Turing.
Yeah, so look, y'all way up here. I was like, huh? Oh, okay, I guess, sure. Oh boy. But speaking of privacy, this article kind of had me, okay, sure. According to NordVPN, America, or the US, is the second most privacy savvy, only following the Germans. And to this, I don't.
Wait, sorry, what? Run that back.
The U.S. second most privacy savvy people in the world, only following the Germans.
You a damn lie.
I don't find this.
I don't believe that.
I don't.
I don't believe that. Like above.
Okay.
Japan?
Yeah, okay. You know something? I'm just gonna be shady for a second. You mean to tell me a multi-million-dollar company like Twitch doesn't know how to stop hate bots and we're the second most tech-savvy nation on the... You are lying to me.
The survey by NordVPN assessed more than 24,000 consumers on their understanding of 10 different digital privacy and safety issues. Respondents were asked questions like how to create a secure password, what to do if they can get an email notification what to do if they get an email notification and an unknown device is logged into one of their accounts, and what data they share with apps. Germans got the top score with 70% of them demonstrating a good level of awareness across the issues. Americans were second with a score of 68%. Americans scored well on 5 issues, with the percentages in brackets indicating the respondents who demonstrated a decent understanding of the issues. So we scored well in what to do when an email from a bank informs you that someone withdrew money from their account at 97.3 out of 100. Which data to share with their apps via app permissions, 91.29%. How their devices might get infected with malware, 91.2%. How to deal with fishy Netflix or Spotify deals found on online shopping platforms at 92.9%. And how to create a strong password, 89.3%. They were weaker on 5 other issues, though personally I would say that almost nobody reads the terms and conditions, as they are usually ridiculously convoluted. That's the article. That's not me editorializing here. The security benefits of updating apps as soon as the update is available, 62.8%. How to secure their home Wi-Fi network, 54.5%. The importance of reading terms of service of apps and online services, 39.9%.
39.9% what?
The importance of reading terms of service of apps and online services. It's the importance, not that they actually do it. So, and also I want to say that's probably what this is too. They know of these things. They know that they're important, but how many of these people who know that this is important actually do those things? Like, I know having a strong password is great, but do I have one? What tools to use to become more private online at 43.7%. And privacy and security issues common in internet-enabled devices, 63.8%. And privacy heavy folks won't even know who Nord is. Isn't Nord also the same company that had that big old data breach?
Possibly.
It was. It was NordVPN. Oh, but apparently a whole bunch of VPNs had issues, but Nord was the one that everybody covered. So, I mean, maybe Nord just asked their own employees, hey, do y'all know what the fuck y'all doing over here? Maybe it was an internal audit. What kind of data? Let's see. Let's take a look at this Verge article here. NordVPN reveals server breach that could have let attacker monitor traffic. This was about 2 years ago. NordVPN says that one of its servers was breached in March of 2018, exposing some of the browsing habits of customers who were using the VPN service to keep their data private. NordVPN says the server located in Finland did not contain activity logs, usernames, or passwords, but the attacker would have been able to see what websites users were visiting during that time, a company advisor said, although the content of the websites likely would have been hidden due to encryption. But you still had a giant hole where there should not have been a hole. So, yeah. I'd say take a lot of this with a grain of salt. But yeah, again, I'm interpreting these results as, hey, we know about the thing, but we may not use the thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you take your family to use a password manager and they know they should, but do they?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
If by password manager you mean post-it note.
And Ruin, you're right. It could be T-Mobile. They could be T-Mobile or AT&T.
It was T-Mobile all along.
Leaning backward like Agatha, though. Is that the question?
Yeah. And I killed Sparky too.
Damn. Twitter is testing the ability to remove followers without blocking them. And boy, I thought this was like one of the best kept secrets of Twitter until like they released this article. Wait, how many of y'all knew that this was a thing? Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. I didn't know it was a thing, but I'm like, huh.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, I still had a secret.
Yeah, it was one of those like, not bad. There be some times I'm like, yeah, I don't want to block you, but I just don't want you following me. So
yeah, I get a lot of accounts where it's like, I don't know who you are, so I will block them and unblock them, and it just unfollows. It's great. It was the best.
Now I could just be like, yeah, no, don't do that.
The Twitter support page announced that the company is making it easier to remove a follower, or as it explains, be the curator of your own follower list. Starting today, a group of people will be able to remove followers without blocking them on the web. So,
Okay. So, thoughts before I get into it.
I mean,
like Doja Cat said, we should.
It makes it easier, sure. Like, I don't have to block and unblock people.
I can just be like, nah, I'm good. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Yeah, like if it makes it easier, then it's fine. But I mean, given like I use TweetDeck, so I don't know how much easier it would make it. But I guess it makes it less secretive. Like if it's a thing you know that people have access to. Oh shit! Damn it! I just saw the double-edged swordiness of all of this again. Granted, I mean, again, it's a thing that could have happened regardless. It's a thing that now that more people know that this is a thing that they can do, it wasn't secret, like you just couldn't follow somebody and they couldn't get rid of you, which if you were that person, that kind of sucks. But now that more people know that that's a thing that they could do to get people to unfollow them, yeah, be prepared to not see as many tweets as you thought you were about to see today.
A bit late. your timeline gonna be a little light.
Little thin. But yeah, I mean, for me, curating the people who are following me or just being able to curate things, period, is great, and I will gladly take the tool. It's no edit button, it's no ad-free Twitter, but it's at least a feature I wouldn't mind having.
Mm-hmm.
And at least it saves you from having to block people and then unblock them. So it takes that step out of things, I guess, because that's how that's happening now.
Yeah. But it's like, for me, like, again, with what I'm using, it's not, I mean, unless it's like I can click on the account and then say unfollow. But it seems like with this one, there's still a couple of steps you have to follow to get to that point.
So what I'm liking here is truly that there seems to be the last two major things we've heard from Twitter for announcements and things have been moderation features and curation features. I'm happy about that. I don't know how I feel about this particular thing that I'm seeing, but I do like the general trend of just, let's talk about moderation features. Please talk about moderation features. More moderation features. I would like 10 more moderation features by Christmas. That's not realistic, but it would be nice.
So what would you do if they
No
actually
edit
gave you...
button. No edit button. No. I will fight y'all. And like, here's the hill, right? You see this hill back here? That is the one that I'm going to die on. Y'all do not get an edit button. The answer is no.
I still would like that edit button.
No.
Again, if you have the ability to see the tweet in its original form, I think we should have an edit button.
If you have the ability to see the tweet in its original form, or you have the ability to see a revision history, or you have an ability to see a marker that says this tweet has been edited, then I would be willing to.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not saying. Like, just like,
no, they're not going to do that.
It's not that difficult to do, though.
Child, not being on this IRC-based chat wasn't that hard to do, and we're here. They didn't have to change that font the way they did on Twitter, but they did. Like, it's just...
I think if they give us an edit button, they will do like a revision. Because, like, think about it, if it's something for national record, like, if we look back at the reason why they didn't ban Trump up until like the ultimate last second, outside money.
Yeah.
It's like the things that public.
Be real about it. Jack got on right after that and said, "It's a shame we had to do that because I feel like it doesn't further the public conversation."
Yeah. Jack was remorseful for that. He was basically like, "Yeah, sorry we had to do that." It's like, sorry, they made us have to boop you, but we had to boop you.
The other compromise I would like to have is you can have an edit button, but it gives you a certain small span of time.
Yeah.
In which you can edit.
And the reason why I'm gonna say like they would have to have a record of what was originally said is because, like, again, like, going back to public figures, especially those who are working in government, like, anything that the president says is a matter of national record.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine they would have to keep it.
Right.
Like, they have to keep that record.
Right.
Because it's being entered somewhere. So yeah, like, we're going to walk into the Library of Congress, like, the president's tweets from the 50th president, and you're going to see, like, where he typed Kofefe or whatever the fuck it was. Oh, no, I meant coffee. My bad.
Yeah, it was Kofefe. Yeah, Kofefe is part of presidential record.
Oh, my God, you... Damn it!
It's not just a part of meme culture. Because of course meme culture.
Record.
It's national record.
It is national record.
They're going to be historians going through these tweets 20, 30 years from now.
Still trying to figure out what Kofefe means.
Trying to figure out what Kofefe means.
Like, what language is this? Were the gods speaking at the time?
There, in my doctor's office, there is somebody who has the license plate Kofefe. I was like, why?
Because, yeah.
It tells you who they voted for, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a Democrat, I imagine, because why would you put the meme up?
True. Republicans wouldn't fuck with Kofefe. like nobody like Republicans would not be like,
No,
yo,
they would. They're not acknowledging
let me
Kofe. Like
let me
that didn't exist. That tweet does not. It is lies, fake news. That tweet does not exist.
Right.
Oh, out here talking about they treating that word like Microsoft Sam.
Oop.
Mm-hmm. Oop.
So yeah. Twitter is testing the ability to remove followers without having to block them. So it's a move. It's a good move. I like it.
All I can see there though is that there are some people who are gonna have to get used to that whole like moment of curation, having to deal with people being really irritating about that, being like, I have removed you from my follows. You have refollowed me. I don't silly machine. I just clicked the follow button and it just didn't stay and all this. And I'm like, we're gonna have to teach people a whole level of etiquette. If you see that you followed me and then you see that you're not following me, I would like you to see
why are
what's
you looking so
happening,
damn hard?
there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you know you got people who get an instant notification and 3 emails telling them, did you know that this person, I'm like, 10 people unfollowed you this week.
Yeah, that's right. I
You
forgot
got
there
7
are
new
web
followers.
services that do that count you. I used to be on that life. I was like, okay, this is dumb. And this is a level of petty I am not ready for.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
Honestly speaking, here's the thing. With the amount of people that I follow and the amount of followers that I have, who wants to keep up with that? Not me.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Y'all can just go. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'll assume you'll find your way. I'll assume you'll find your way back when you want to find your way back.
I'm just gonna lose 1,000 follows. It's gonna be great. Man, my mental health is so much better. I wonder why. Oh, that's right. Because 1,000 people I was following on Twitter decided I was not worthy of that follow.
Yeah.
I was not worthy of following them. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
It's out here flourishing.
I'll just sit out here with Mocha and just chill on Twitter, just tweeting extra like back at each other. Oh my god. And in a bit of good news, although really salty and jealous, even though I don't know why, because it's not like I go there. Apple and Norfolk State University team up to deploy 5G iPad Pro and accessories to all of the students. For those who don't know, and the reason why I picked this up is because Norfolk State University is an HBCU based in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It was my number 2 school, besides A&T. So if I didn't get A&T, I would have went to Norfolk State. Again, it's not like I would have gotten an iPad, but it'd have been cool to know that, hey, I went to that school and now they get iPads. This is awesome. Norfolk State University has announced a new partnership with Apple to provide every student with a 5G iPad Pro, which again, they say 5G iPad Pro, but that's also just the M1s. So the super duper iPad Pros that are out. An Apple Pencil, Apple Smart Keyboard Folio, and AirPods Pro. NSU, the largest HBCU in Virginia, will also deploy MacBook Pros and iMacs to select students and design labs.
That's awesome.
You love to see it. It is amazing. It's good. It's nice to see HBCUs out here are flourishing. Let's see. In addition to distributing the iPad Pro and accompanying accessories to all students, NSU will also distribute MacBook Pro. Okay, I guess this is more of an expansion of this here. MacBook Pro and iMac devices for students based on their majors, as well as for design labs for learning, coding, and app development with Swift. In total, NSU will deploy over 6,000 Apple products this year. Norfolk State University is one of the many universities deploying Apple products this year. Others to have announced deployment include Virginia Union University, which I believe is another HBCU, New Mexico State University, University of Nevada, Reno, and Cal State in the Cal State University system. Wait, is Virginia? Oh wait, I'm thinking Virginia State, not Virginia. Virginia Union is a different university. I'm thinking Virginia State. Notably, NSU is the first historically black college and university to facilitate a campus-wide deployment of these Apple products to all students and faculty in a first-year program. Also, only the freshmen are getting dope products. Not everybody, just the freshmen. If you are already here, no, you don't get a new computer. Sorry. But shout out to those freshmen. Hey, get new computers. Hello.
I'm good with that.
And you can only imagine too, like, that will continue for like the next class of freshmen too. So, good luck to their IT departments, the campus tech support services, whoever is running those. Have to all of a sudden, out of the blue, learn how to run a Mac, an iPhone, an iPad. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from good news to bad news that turned into good news in the end, but we'll see. It's time to move over to gaming news. And of course, we start off with Tripwire. So this is a culmination of the weekend's events. Ex-Tripwire CEO asked fans to continue supporting their games after exit following comments on abortion ban.
So, first thing, boop, you lost. You don't get speaking privileges. First thing.
When you do clownery, the clown comes back.
Tell him, Pastor. Tell him one more time.
When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
Mm-hmm.
Tripwire Interactive CEO John Gibson is stepping down from his role following comments he made on Texas's recently introduced 6-week abortion ban. The law took effect on September 1st and prevents abortion providers from performing terminations at 6 weeks, which is usually well before anyone is aware they're pregnant. Gibson's support triggered immediate backlash, and I mean immediate backlash, with partner studios severing ties with the company and Chivalry 2 studio Torn Banner Studios distancing itself from Gibson.
Okay, so for fairness, this isn't necessarily because Tripwire was just so altruistic that they were just like, we could not suffer a person who would dare harbor such an opinion. If this was not the case, the truth is, right behind them saying that, people were just like, the fuck? And then other people were just like, is this you in 4K? And then a number of companies followed up and said, quiet as it's kept, my brother Tripwire, while y'all are on this shit, we are not here. We are taking our pizza and we are going home. We are packing up our basketball and leaving. And this is the energy that I need to see. When you have these companies out here on this foolishness and people just go, if you are about, you can get with this or you can get with that. But if you're on that, I am going to be over here. Get into it, yeah.
There is literally way too many games for me to keep fucking with bad people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now,
like,
granted, I wasn't playing anything in Tripwire's catalog, but it's like, I know people who play that. I know people who play that. I know people who play that.
But like the
and then all of those people, I was thinking about, it's like, yeah, they all were like, yeah, fuck that guy. It's like, damn, I was just enjoying this game too.
But the speed, the way that it came within 48 hours.
Was it even 48? I could have sworn it was like 24. Like less than 24.
I'm being generous with that amount of time.
Yeah, it was like, I will say that, yeah, it happened on, like, he said shit on Saturday, and by Sunday he was gone.
Like, he said something one day. He was the CEO of, oops, sorry, we had to edit this article for accuracy.
Sorry, we been
ex-CEO of what? Right, y'all need to understand something. I was raised to not celebrate terrible things happening to people. And to this day, by and large, I don't. But when you are in a position of power and you don't speak on things, and you took the time to write in the whole 280 characters allotted to you on twitter.com, I don't normally get political and things, but I really felt the need to speak up on this one situation. Bitch. You deserve everything you get.
It's like
Right.
it's like you a dude, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
This doesn't protect you. Like you
Yeah.
just.
So
Nah,
I'm just going to
dog.
go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and speak as 1/3 of the people present for this podcast. If you are not a person with a uterus, and that wording is on purpose, if you are not a person with a uterus, you don't get an opinion on laws about them.
You can go ahead and correct that. You can amend that, or
Right.
you can edit that. Say 2/3. You were speaking for 2/3 of the people on the show.
Right.
So amended.
So man, like to quote another black woman on this podcast, you could have just sat there and ate your food.
Really,
like you literally could have been said. You could have been
the watercress sandwich was right there. All you had to do was reach over and grab it.
You could do like what I do on Saturdays. You could have went out, got you a nice biggie bag at Wendy's, tried the new fries. Come back to the house, put a little lettuce, tomato on that bad boy, and eat it and relax. Eat it, crack open some Netflix, watch some Sexy Beasts, or some Too Hot to Handle.
Play Killing Floor. You could play Killing Floor 2 or Chivalry 2. What else did they make? Oh, that's about the only two I know.
Chivalry 3.
Chivalry 3? Oh, they got
Chivalry 3's out.
Shit.
Well, not
Road
playing
Redemption.
that.
Or Xenoclash. Or Red Orchestra. Names. I don't know any of these titles.
The way you could have literally just relaxed. Yep. Oh Lord, Maneater. I might have tried that one.
May I suggest an Xbox Series S? It sucks on storage, but hey, it's a budget game console. You could play a myriad of games on that.
And yet, look at you. playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. With your stupid games.
He tested that assumption at his earliest convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And so did Tripwire.
They're just kind of like, see, as you can see from the equation that we have placed over here on the board, if you insert foolish opinions into the fuck around coefficient, you will find out. That's what happens over here. That's how the function works.
If you look at this pie chart that we have provided for you here, and if you look at the entirety of the yellow region, which is the full circle, this proves that this wasn't it. Hello?
Hold on.
Hello.
Not yellow. Not you talking about my whole outfit out here.
I would talk about your yellow as your outfit. I was talking about yellow as in a color.
This whole shirt would also tell us that wasn't it either. None of it was it at all. The yellow here agrees. That wasn't the move.
I am building a new flowchart. Give me a second. My handwriting is atrocious when writing with a mouse.
Once again, we have proven our newest truism to be a fact. You don't want to be the Twitter main character of the day. You simply do not.
You don't. See, as you can see by my new flowchart that I have made, if you start at fuck around and you follow the flowchart, you will indeed find out. Wish I was using my iPad. It would look so much better on my iPad. Anansi, look, I am a shill for Game Pass and nothing more. Because I could also play Game Pass on my PC.
That being said, don't worry, people listening, here or at home or in the future. As excited as I am about this particular news, we will have plenty of things to rage about in just a few moments.
Will you be raging about the fact that Steam Deck won't actually run your entire Steam library?
Wait, is this new? Is this news?
Yeah, I mean, according to this came out on the 6th.
I mean, I don't have to run all of it. It just has to run the ones that I want to play on it. That's it. Graveyard
Um,
Keeper,
so
Stardew Valley,
yeah,
Portia.
so they're saying that the Steam Deck won't actually run your entire Steam library. They're saying that a software partner exec just is saying that Valve is just saying that the Steam Deck could do it. In theory, it could do it. It's just
Child,
that it
not
has to
two
be
people.
made for the system.
Okay, so we're not actually gonna do it, but in theory, we're not paying you money for in theory. Can you do it or not?
Well,
That's
see,
what I'm figuring
again,
out.
I mean, it's a thing of the hardware is capable of doing it. Valve doesn't control the software. I mean, it's a thing of Microsoft would love for every single game that they put out on an Xbox, past, present, and future, to always work, but the developer may not have coded it that way. So we won't see some games that are backwards compatible. That's what they're saying. Like Valve is like, look, let's say for the sake of argument, like if we could get Windows 11 running perfectly on this Steam Deck without any issues, and you ran Steam on this Windows 11 Steam Deck, it will play all of your games. The issue that Steam is running into, or that Valve is running into, is the fact that the device is on a very lightweight Linux distribution. And not in, I can tell you right now, well, nobody when they were making a PC game really thinking about Linux like that. That's why Proton exists. There are some games that do have native Linux clients, like Metro. I think Metro. I want to say Doom may run on Linux, but a lot of your AAA titles do not have Linux versions available, and they rely on Proton. But again, you can go to Proton's website, and it was like they keep track of what games can actually play on Linux through Proton, and they will tell you, no, not everything works. So yeah, Valve has to say, like, in theory, if the developers made a Linux version, or if Proton, somebody got Proton to work with this game, it will run. So that's what this is. Like, nobody's lying. At least I didn't interpret it as somebody lying. It's more or less like maybe not even a half truth.
I wouldn't mind if they if on the Steam page, on the Steam store page for a game, just say where it says oh, single player, Steam remote play, blah. Just say Steam Deck compatible.
It probably will. It probably will. But also a thing to remember too is what will happen is like you could just go and sort by games that are playable in Linux. Like that functionality exists by saying, can you play this game in Linux? And there's your Steam Deck availability right there. Yeah, think an addendum. There's a little asterisk there, letting you know, in theory, it can play all your games. It just involves your developer saying that it can. Like look, you my son can go out and play if he wants to, but do I allow him to go out the door to play? He can play, but did I say he can go and play? So yeah, that's what I see that is. Like, again, I imagine that there would be like a little sticker or like some little notification that say, hey, this is Steam Deck compatible, to make it a little bit more obvious, because again, nobody's really going to look for, hey, can I play this game on Linux? But yeah, if you really want to know what games you can play on your Steam Deck right now, just sort it by, hey, can I play this on Linux? Respawn moves to reassure concerned Titanfall 2 players after security vulnerability reports cause a panic.
Yeah, that was wild when I seen that. It was like,
Yeah,
oh my
see,
god.
that's why I wish
I don't
Anka
know.
was here.
I'm gonna chill for a second and just ask, what was the extent of the breach here?
So I don't know if it was an extent of a breach. All I know is that yesterday somebody so I found this out from Anka's Discord. That's why I wish she was here. What kind of Discord server she running over there?
Ooh, not that.
But somebody came in and shared a tweet the other yesterday, saying Titanfall 2 is currently considered compromised. Please do not launch it at all. There are reports of a bug in the game that allow local code execution from the server. Assuming hackers have control of Strider's admin panel, TF2, and Apex servers, that could leave both your computer and your console vulnerable to exploits by launching the game. Excuse me. All platforms are affected. What exactly they could do is still unknown, but we're pinging everyone because running the game as of now is a severe security risk. Now, this message originated from the server that currently is harboring the people who are actively hacking Titanfall 2 and Apex Legends.
I'll let y'all have that. I don't go here.
So of course when I see that, like, somebody shared the tweet in Anka's server, and I'm like people are like, oh no. I was like, news article, or this hasn't, like, or this didn't happen? Because I just, like, that's like going, like, I had to tell somebody, like, that's like trusting Reddit as a news source. Like random Discord posts that are screenshotted and posted on Twitter, yeah, that don't fly to me. Like, look, I run this show week in and week out. Y'all know I'm not posting shit unless there's an article for it. I don't care if Sin gave me a tweet with all the sauce and all the sources. If there is no accompanying article from a reputable news source, I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it.
You heard that, right? Because one of our things started with a tweet. He'll just be like, I don't believe this unless there's an article here. And I'm like, are you sure you want to say that?
Yep.
Are you positive?
Because I don't know. There is a tweet, yeah, because you shared a tweet. Oh, wait. No. I know what happened with that tweet. I saw the article. I forgot to post it. That's what it is. And I thank you for adding it. I forgot to add it myself. That one, the next story, appreciate that one. I just forgot to add that one, and I am sorry for that. I was pulling articles from Major's house, and that one wasn't one of the ones that were there, so I missed it. So that one, we're covered on that, because that one was actually a news article I think you shared in that tweet, and I would have added it, but I was making a list at the last minute. Because I didn't find out until today we were having a regular show, so I didn't make a list.
Oh no, we were okay. So just so y'all know, we were thinking about getting spicy around here.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, y'all take a moment.
Yeah. So again, there's no animosity. It's just I didn't know that there was going to be a regular show until this morning. So I'm like, oh shit, let me make a list real quick. So yeah. Things are scattered around. That's also another reason why there aren't as many stories, because I wasn't looking as hard this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like that leak for the place. There was a leak? Remember what happened to Anthem? What happened to Anthem? I don't remember what happened to Anthem.
Oh yeah, a lot happened to Anthem.
Oh. That must be part of my opt-out lifestyle. I wasn't watching Anthem, so I can't. It's another game I see just in EA Play, so I could download that and play that, but nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah,
I'm not gonna do that.
Nah.
Anywho, an update to that though. Respawn tweeted out yesterday that they were aware of reports of security vulnerability affecting Titanfall 2 and are investigating. We have no other information to share at the moment, but we'll update you once we do. They did put out an update saying we're still investigating this issue, but our engineers believe that we're dealing with a simple exploit that can be used to crash games. We do not believe there are any more serious risks to affected players or their machines, and they will update once they have more. So, yeah. Knowing where the original post came from is like, yeah, nah, I'm okay. I'm not gonna believe you until somebody actually puts out an article. We've talked to sources. We have the idea of what's going on.
Child, we report to you with things from The Verge. You know what? I'm gonna mind my business.
Who? I don't have the Verge as an RSS feed. So if I'm getting Verge articles, it's from somebody else. And I am assuming they've done their research on that. I don't pull Verge articles because I swore those motherfuckers off ages ago.
Same.
I go to Europe. I go to Eurogamer.net for my articles. Thank you.
Like Eurogamer, GameSpot.
It's barely games. It's been recently GameSpot for me, but
yeah.
PC
I've
Gamer.
Given up IGN.
There's no IGN for me.
I broke the yoke of IGN. I feel so much good about it.
Let's see. Yeah, I do Eurogamer, PC Gamer, Rock Paper Shotgun. These are all European sources. So yeah, if you see a whole bunch of U's in the articles that where U shouldn't be, just know it's because it's from across the pond. Oh, don't worry about the leak. It's irrelevant now. Yeah, I'd imagine so at this point. After we spent 10 minutes talking about it at the top of the show.
Yeah.
Take care, Noob. Thank you for sobbing through.
Take care, Noob.
But yes, here's the tweet that became an article. What the fuck? CD Projekt is using. I'm trying to be fancy. I could have sworn they pronounce it Projekt.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
Continuing.
Yes. CD Projekt is using Kickstarter to raise funds for The Witcher Ronin, which is leaving a lot of people wondering, for a company that's made so much money, why do they need a Kickstarter?
The people who literally made every version of The Witcher that exists and are still making money from it, because that game, I'm pretty sure, is full price on Steam right now.
Full price, or whenever.
And the people who made Cyberpunk, which people spent money on in spite of their best judgment,
and then made a lot of money despite how bad that thing is.
They said CD Projekt Red is over here asking for on Kickstarter asking for money, and we were cracking up laughing until I got about 3 paragraphs into the article where it says it's already funded. They got 3 times the amount of money they were asking. Let's talk about Kickstarter, right?
Yes.
This is supposed to be, it was originally built as a platform for people who didn't have access to AAA studios, that kind of money, like
venture capitalists,
venture capital, and all this other stuff that people wanted to give them money for all that, right? They didn't have money, but they did have the passion to build things, and it let people like myself or Major or Kevin give money directly to the people and creators that make the stuff those particular niche things that we enjoy that wouldn't see the light of day otherwise. And now you have a company like CD Projekt Red, who clearly doesn't need it, pulling up here and being like, well, what if y'all crowdfunded this game? Open your fucking purse. What do you mean?
How about you just make the game and let somebody else buy it? Because I'm not buying it.
Well, this is a manga, though.
Oh, wait. No. This is something that follows. Are you sure this is a manga?
That's what
because
it says.
because I will tell you this.
Yeah, The
It makes
Witcher Ronin, a hardcore copy collector's edition manga.
that makes it worse.
Yes. Because you could have found the publisher.
So
Hold on for a moment. Hold on, Major. Give me a second.
Go on.
Did they, y'all? I want you to know that they crowdfunded something to the tune of. Actually, let me see if I can find out what this Kickstarter is running at right now.
I mean, I have it on the screen right now.
I mean, this is.
No, I needed to see. I needed to see this. Their goal was for whatever reason. Their goal was $106,000 and some change. They are at 5 times that amount right now. Not for a whole game. It's going to take a room full of developers, QAing, quality testing, and building characters and storylines and plot and all this other stuff. It is literally 4 chapters of manga with colored pages.
Right. Also, and who's doing the art for that?
Is there anyone
At in-house?
that's doing? Y'all don't have artists in there? Like, yeah, I know y'all do because you have a whole series of games that exist. Like,
there's artists. There's artists that do like the pre-production art. They do like they basically draw prints of the characters so that the computer artist can model the character. That can model the characters after. Model, Geralt, and Yennefer and Dandelion and whatever.
So let's talk about this in dollars and cents.
Right.
For a second. Their profit for the year of 2020 was $303 million. The value of
just hold on. I'm gonna let you know. I'm taking my headphones off so I can read this. Just say not to say that I don't want to listen to this, but I'm trying to read what this is here because it seems like it's very interesting. I'm gonna let you continue, and I'll get back with y'all on what I just read here. Okay.
This is $303 million that they made in profit over the last year. Projekt Red in particular, or CD Projekt, is the most valuable video game company in Europe, period, currently. Like more so than Ubisoft by a tune of $8.1 billion. Cinziak, the Sunflower Sovereign, and part of this podcast, would like to know what part of either of those numbers would indicate to anyone a Kickstarter would be a real good idea.
Couldn't just pull some resources from the profits and be like, from the war chest and be like, yo, we're gonna get this done, and then recoup yourself on the.
I see you there on the front row. Amen.
So, just so we can clear up some things, and I'm kind of glad I read through it because I wonder how many people, even the people who wrote the article, actually read through it. The book is already paid for. This work is already paid for.
Already done.
It's already done and paid for. They could just sell it to you right now if they wanted to.
Right.
What this Kickstarter is for is to generate interest. Say, hey, do you want more? They're kind of using this as a pre-order for like a collector's edition.
So this is like.
Do you see where I'm confused by this?
No.
So it's like it's like what they did with Shenmue.
Kind
of 3.
And even then, Shenmue 3, like that's what I was thinking of because I knew that there was a project that was being done on Kickstarter, and then once it was successful, Sony picked up the tab. Like somebody picked up the tab. It was Shenmue 3 who did that. And that's what I initially thought this was. Is that they were saying, all right, look, if you fund it to this amount, then we'll pick up the tab for the rest. And then whatever else is being raised, like that's going to go toward getting more shit for like big badass additions. But this isn't even that. And it doesn't seem as egregious as people make it seem like, well, oh, but if you've got all that money, why can't you do it? Like, well, they did do that. CD Projekt Red totally made this book. This book exists. It's ready to fucking go. What they're doing is say, hey, if you're really interested in this, one, you could buy the book from us right now, support it, buy the book, you get the book. Like, it's like that money just going towards the book that you get, and they'll send it to you. If you want to pay more, then you're paying for more dope shit to go on top of this book. And we want to know how many people are interested in that. So we don't make a whole bunch that nobody's going to use and we just sitting around with a whole bunch of shit. That's what this looks like to me. CD Projekt Red paid for this book. It's done. They just want to see, hey, how much collector stuff do you want at this point?
Do you see where you still don't see where I'm confused about this?
I do not.
So this is where I am lost about these things.
Uh-huh. Look, we got time. Yeah. We had no articles today. We got time. Let's work through this.
No, like it's one of those. Every single time I think about every word that you were saying, it just makes me furrow my eyebrows like by a factor of 10. It's just like, all right. So you have this Kickstarter here.
Uh-huh.
For things you have already printed and paid for.
Right.
To find out if people want the thing that you made.
No, to find out one, hey, would you like to buy extra one? You could you could technically buy the book through Kickstarter as if it was a pre-order. Anything you put towards this Kickstarter pledge, you can get more things from it. And they will probably make it to the amount that those people paid for. So if it comes with a Geralt Ronin statue and 20 people pledged the amount to get the statue, they will only make 20 of them.
So, right. Do we have a cdprojektred.com anywhere with a store?
Again, as I have stated, it's probably one of those things where they want to generate that interest. Like, look, we could make all of this, mass produce it, which is something that's really difficult now, especially now. Where it's like, okay, instead of making 100 and we only sell 20, we could see how many people want them and just make 20.
What I'm saying is, you could have done that on literally any other platform you wanted to use.
So why not Kickstarter?
So why not Kickstarter in particular? Well, like, what else do you do on Kickstarter, right? We just had that whole we had that whole part of the conversation over here. So what I'm looking at here is you have what you wanted to do was gauge interest. Do people want things? How many of them do people want? There are ways for you to do that without using a platform that is most commonly used by small indie creators who do not have the level of funding you do. Like, why would you do that instead of just going to the site that you have and go,
but I guess the thing is like,
pre-order for this.
But I guess the thing is like, why would that matter? Why would that matter if it's still a way to measure interest and gain something? Again, this is a platform that exists that nobody actually had to build out. Why reinvent the wheel at this point? It's not like it's eating anybody's lunch here. Sure, you could have sent them to CD Projekt Red and could have did the same thing, but it's not eating anybody's lunch here. You could send them any link. You can send anybody any link, and they can sit there and donate. They can donate, crowdfund, whatever they want. This is just a tool that's being used. And I would not be surprised if there are other people who are doing the same thing. It's just that because CD Projekt Red's name's attached to it, that's what's getting the eyeballs right now. Again, like we can go back to this article.
I mean,
and there's nobody, nobody's
them, or it could have been the Wizards of the Coast for that matter.
Right.
It could have been Ubisoft. It could have been Riot, and I would have had the same questions about why did y'all do that here of all places.
So I'm going to point out, because I've read this article and I'm going to make sure I saw it again. They do not mention in this article that CD Projekt Red plainly said in their Kickstarter, we've already funded the standard version of this book. It's going to be available for retail, whether anybody put any money towards this or not. They were upfront. They were clear about this. What they're doing is generating interest, because why make shit that you don't need to make if nobody's going to buy it? Quite frankly, I see this as a not necessarily genius move, but it's something that that makes sense. In a time where, resources are kind of low because nobody's in jobs working it, because we're all sitting there trying to not catch a damn deadly virus, it would be nice to know up front how many of a thing I need to make, so I don't waste my time, waste resources building up shit that nobody's buying. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it, especially if, I would see if there was something wrong with it if CD Projekt Red did not put up any money to actually fund the book. But again, this Kickstarter is for the hard copy collector's edition of it, not The Witcher Ronin, the book, period, point blank, basic, zero standard edition.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like reading that article. Yeah, I would see where a lot of people will be really pissed at what CD Projekt Red is doing. They're kickstarting a book that they could easily purchase, but they did do that. It's just that PC Gamer didn't tell you that part, because it almost seems like they just didn't scroll down to the part where, they explain. Wait, did I pass it? I think I did. Because, yeah, there's a Kickstarter edition. Where is it?
You mean in the... What are you asking?
I'm trying to figure out why we're doing this part. Oh, yeah.
Why
Kickstarter. They didn't scroll down to the why Kickstarter part, where it literally says, first sentence, the content of the manga has already been finished and paid for. So we are not looking for funding in the traditional sense. First fucking sentence. Sure, it wasn't at the top. But again, I will say that's PC Gamer, whoever wrote the article, being lazy as shit. And it would have been me too if I didn't decide to look and try to find a fucking answer.
Here's the other thing over here. I suppose while we're here looking in this why section, what do they plan to do with the extra money that they get?
Again, that's for their Kickstarter. That's for those goals, those stretch goals. Essentially, all the other collector's item stuff. The money is going towards the shit that people are buying and pre-ordering. Again, this is essentially pre-orders.
I mean, some of this is pre-orders, but some of this is we have to create, we can enlist artists to create things. So I'm like, how many things do we have left to make?
Oh, I mean, let's see. Here's all the pledge stuff here. So I imagine none of this, or I'm pretty sure none of this extra stuff existed. Keep in mind, this is extra. This right here does not exist. or they say we're not going to create it if nobody has interest in it on any of the extra stuff. So I imagine it's like whatever money is left over is probably going to the artists, the people who are creating this shit. Which again, for the team that's listed, most of them don't even work for CD Projekt. As a matter of fact, this Rafat Jaki, Satoru Homa are the only two people who actually work for CD Projekt. Taya is an artist. Bart is a screenwriter. And Aditya is a letterer who work with CD Projekt but do not work for CD Projekt. These are not even employees. Of the 5 people who are on this team, only 2 of them work for CD Projekt Red. One is a community manager for Japan. Again, the work has been done. CD Projekt paid for this shit already. We're paid for the base level shit. But again, just like a lot of people, why would I make extra if ain't nobody gonna eat it? Or if ain't nobody gonna consume it?
Well, I mean, for that.
They say here, Kickstarter is an amazing channel that puts us in touch directly with fans and gives you the opportunity to inspire the project itself. We believe that Kickstarter will help The Witcher Ronin reach its full potential and give this concept the justice it deserves. We hope you agree and are as excited as we are to see this project grow. Not just exist, it exists already. It's like, hey, if you want more, show us how much more you want. If you don't want more, then you can just not kickstart this, wait till the book comes to retail, and just buy that. Like, it hurts. This honestly does not hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people who just want to, like, I see this one right here for $10 or €10. Back it because you believe in it. If that's what people want to do, if people want to just give them $10 because, like, hey, we want to see this thing happen. Like, we just want to see it happen. Who am I to sit there and tell somebody they can't give €10? If that's what they want to do, then fuck it. Again, I saw a tweet. Somebody put out a tweet like, just because you bought the most expensive thing doesn't mean it's a flex. And I don't mean this as a flex. But again, like, I've thrown money at dumb shit before. Who am I to stop somebody from doing that? If they really believe in this project, they want to see them flourish and they want to give them €10 for it. All right, cool. Do you. But again, it's not like the people who created this campaign.
Basically what you're saying is it's not like they're robbing people.
Yeah. They were up front. If anybody's to blame for why everybody's rah up in arms, it's fucking PC Gamer because they didn't give you all the information.
I guess in that case, do we want to say that's PC Gamer or do we want to specifically say it's Andy Chalk?
I mean, we can look at Andy Chalk. We can look at the editor-in-chief who said, yeah, run with that story. I don't care who you say, but like, I'm just like, look, again, not trying to be the corporate apologist here. I will not blame this team who ran this Kickstarter and say, oh, they trying to fleece people, because that is not what's happening.
Can I get a counter for how many times Major has said, I'm not trying to be the corporate apologist today.
All right, I'm on it. I am on it.
Like, I'm not the corporate apologist here, but
Shit, I can only have one counter in this bot. This is a bummer.
My whole thing about the article and things like that wasn't even like, hey, I think y'all are robbing people, but it's one of those, I feel like you're asking people for, like, you're asking for this, but I feel like it's unnecessary.
And you're right.
I think I
would probably figure like run like a poll would probably serve like
I would have
in the
actually said, I
newsletter.
think, like, did y'all see over here that CD Projekt is robbing people? Like,
Right. I'd be like, a poll, pre-orders,
again,
something to that effect.
But again, I will say, how is this not that?
I mean,
the issue isn't necessarily how is this not that. The contention that we're going to have, which is
there's other options.
Which is going to be.
You're right. There are other options, including Kickstarter.
You're going to say,
why is Kickstarter the issue?
Is this?
Because it's not like.
I mean,
I feel like the Wonderful 101 when they did the remaster from their version, they did it through Kickstarter, but that was really towards like, does anybody want this game that we about to make? Because we want to make this, but we want to make sure that people want that. And yes, I see your point, but then I also see Sin's point of being like, there are other ways. I know Kickstarter's it, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. And I am firmly in the it's not, and there are other ways. And to be fair and honest, we don't stand CD Projekt Red. That part. And so it's us as people who would very much love The Witcher, and I definitely do like the whole thing about mutated monster hunters. As somebody who's played monster hunting games, but no.
Well, it's like, and here's the thing for you, like for you, and the part that you're like making here is being as in the simplest terms, I guess would be the easiest way to put this. In the simplest terms, hey, they just picked a tool and they used it. Why does this matter? Like, it's one of those things of me. If we had the same conversation in a different context, it would be something like this. How come the rich people couldn't just live uptown? Why did they have to move to Brooklyn or Harlem? They could have left those places alone.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's one of those things, like it just kind of like pulls shine from those who are like artists that have been like, oh, I'm a web comic, but I'm a web comic artist, but then I also want to like actually make books, and I want to make sure if anybody wants to buy this book, and so I'm kickstarting this series of books that I pulled from the manga, because I pulled from the web comic, and I want to print that into an actual book, and I can't do that because I don't know how many people will want it, how many advance sales. So I want to, I'm passing this out to my readership. Hey, readership, can I do this? Yada, yada, yada. That kind of thing. So I get it. I get what you're saying, Major, but no.
I mean,
no.
I mean, it's whatever, because
again,
I will still say that if nobody supported this book would still exist. So
right.
like,
and I'm like,
they
and
literally
fine,
they
but I'm
didn't
like,
have to do this at all.
They didn't have to do this. They could have easily just said, "Hey, yo, who wants to spend money on Witcher stuff?" And dudes would have pre-ordered it, and they would have known from the pre-order numbers.
I still feel like it doesn't work that way with pre-orders, but I don't know. Again, I don't work with marketing and sales. Those are two things I despise with a passion. So,
Oh, if you want to see how much Major despises marketing as a concept, you can go and watch the episode from last week.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Bring that up.
That's it. You know what? We're hitting a year of this show. I'm shutting it down. I'm tired of getting picked on.
I'm just saying. You know something? I got a book for you.
Oh my god!
I'll mail it straight to your house, right?
All
On.
right. So
Here it is.
The Google Pixel has an update. They put out a new version of Android.
Yep. Updating as we speak.
Fine, Sid.
We're not to make Major do marketing. I'll do it.
I mean, that's fine. I don't mind investing in it. I'm just not great at it. I like to do what I'm great at. I like to find people who are great at the things they do and they can help me. Instead of me having to do it myself, because then it'll be terrible. Be straight up terrible. All right. The September 2021 Android security update is now available for Google Pixel phones. If you have not updated your phone already, please do so.
Going so now?
I actually need to go and update my Pixel to the latest Android 12 beta. It was easier for me to do that when I was working from home, but now it's just like, fuck it. I just get home as I don't feel like dealing with this.
Oh no, not Major updating to a beta and being like, let me break this phone real quick.
I mean, it's the phone I don't use. Oh, I mean, granted, this is actually running the iOS 15 beta, but yeah, and that's been a nightmare. So one day I'm gonna stop doing these things. Apparently, I've decided Windows is my limit. I will not update to Windows 11, even though I want to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Wait, why am I not updating? Well, when I tried it earlier, it wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I've
since reinstalled Windows 10 and have been like, after reinstalling Windows 10, shit hit the fan, and I've been working in Windows and just I cannot afford to shut this computer down right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slowly getting to a point where I can, but yeah, now it's like trying to find that time before October 5th.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Big Cheese had made a great point when the release date for October 5th came out. It was like basically like don't upgrade to Windows 11 until all of your apps have created Windows 11 version.
See, that's where he gave very bad advice. If only because of the fact that nobody can update. Nobody's going to be able to update in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just not a thing that can happen. So I'm not sure where he got that idea from, but nobody's going to be like, it's going to be people looking and say, well, all my apps are updated, but I still can't update to Windows 11. It's like, well, yeah, because that's not happening until like, I think March of 2022.
Did Andy Chalk also write that update? I want to know.
This way to say like, don't jump on, basically saying don't jump on the new thing when the new thing releases. Wait first.
I mean,
and I'm like, hey, I agree with that.
That's just if you ain't ready.
I ain't ready. See, I ain't ready. So
that's that baby talk. That's baby talk, man. Let's go. It's real man. Like, it's real man right here. We gonna go.
I said, no, I'm not. I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna be on the show. I'm gonna be on the shore, looking at you, be like, how's that Windows 11, Major?
Look. Direct storage is amazing. I don't need my Xbox anymore for fast loading times.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. DirectX 12 is amazing.
Mm-hmm. As my mama always like to say with my grandmama, I'm gonna let you have it.
It's amazing. It's blazing fast speed.
I'm gonna let you have that blazing fast speed. I'll just be slow, but I'll be stable.
It's the best. Damn, I need to get my shoulder looked at. My shoulder fucking hurts now. I took to try to do this, and it's like oh no, oh Lord,
mm-hmm.
This ain't. Also, I do want to point out some deals. Epic had a lot of games this week.
Oh. Yeah, they had Sheltered. The game that I paid $3 for, and then they gave it away for.
Let's see here. The Spectrum Retreat, Train Sim World 2. Even though that's available for 14 days. Sheltered, and Neo, the complete edition.
Now that's really dope.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna cop it though. Cause you never know. Oh, you never know.
Oh, and Spectrum Retreat is also it's a 2-week deal too. So, so yeah, 4 games available. Also, I'm not keep an eye out on Uplay because Far Cry 3 was free earlier this week, but Young, amongst other people, were having issues claiming that free game, so they stopped the giveaway to fix the issue, and I think they're going to re-put that back out. I, however, was one of the ones who was able to claim it, so it was real. Believe me, I did not pay for Far Cry 3 on my PC, but I do own it now. Mocha got Far Cry 3 on the PC, so it was a thing. It did happen. It's just that I guess it broke for some people, and they had to take it down. So keep an eye out if you want a free game, especially with Far Cry 6 coming out, and that's coming out this year, right?
What, Far Cry 6?
Yeah.
I think so.
That wasn't a 2022 title. That's not one of the February 2022 titles.
Nah,
my birthday is going to be busy.
Busy.
I know Horizon Forbidden West comes out in mid-February. Sifu comes out on my birthday on the 22nd, and there's something else that comes out I think on the 25th that I wanted to play. I can't remember what it was. Next month is Far Cry 6. Okay, thank you, Young. Oh yeah, speaking of games that are coming out, look. The new Life is Strange came out today. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to download that, get that played. That's right. I'm going first. I'm sharing what I'm doing next week first. Get over it. I'm gonna try to get
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna walk right into it. Yeah, Life is Strange 3 is out. This came out today, so I'm gonna try to cop that and probably stream a little bit of that next week. The newest update for American Truck Simulator also came out this week. Wyoming. So I will be the lone black person in Wyoming driving a truck down its highways and byways. So trying to figure out how to schedule all of that. And I think that's right. Next week, the shooty game, Deathloop comes out next week.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 14.
Oh shit! Well, we will be recording a podcast. So, wait, will we? When is 14? That's Tuesday, right?
That's Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Tuesday. Okay, I'll have a meeting that day, but I will probably be copying that too.
Yeah.
Of course, that is PC and PS5.
Yes.
So yeah, obviously, be playing on the PC, and I have nothing to worry about it. I'm really excited.
Good deal.
One day, and I want to say it was probably maybe a weekend. I'm not sure what weekend. I want to sit here and actually play some games on the Xbox Series S just to kind of go through and see what's there. Granted, I mean, it's not like there's anything exclusive except for the Medium, and I am not playing the fucking Medium because Bloober Team makes really creepy games that freak me out, and I don't want to play it at all.
I mean, I think the Fable games are on Game Pass.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about games that are like exclusive to the X and the S.
Oh, right.
Like the games that, you wouldn't have already seen, even if it does have an X, like they have the series patch. Because that means like, okay, yeah, all right, we've seen that before. It loads faster. You can pop in and out quicker. Sure.
Well, there is a series that is basically the console based that are getting that are releasing in their next gen updates, and that is the Judgment series.
Oh yeah.
which is an offshoot of the Yakuza series.
I'm still mad that that's not on PC. And the
me
reasons for that
too.
are so stupid.
Me too. All the Yakuza games is out here, and this is literally a detective game set in the Yakuza universe, and we can't get it on PC for nothing.
Do you know why?
I think I know why. But
For those
even then, I'd probably still be a little...
For those who don't know, the manager, like the agency, whoever represents the main actor in the Judgment series, does not want their client on PC because they're afraid that they're going to steal his likeness and put him in other things.
Wild.
The only reason.
As if they don't know how technology works, but okay.
The only reason.
The only reason.
Like, he doesn't care. The actor does not care. It's the talent agency who's like, nah, dog, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that is usually the case where the talent is more like, yeah, I'm Jones, put me in everything. Than the agency. The agency is like, no, we must protect the validity of our clients.
What was it? Just like the conversation we were having about the ability to use the artist's music catalog, where she was like she tweeted out like, look, you can stream my stuff. It's like, does Empire know this? Is Empire okay with this?
Do you know the guy that the people that actually hold your rights?
Do they know?
Do they know? Are they cool with it?
I mean, it's fine. You said it's okay, and I will do that. But also, you don't run my channel.
Right. So I'm gonna say hard no on that.
I can't remember where that all. I don't remember where that argument ended up. That was. Anywho, so yeah, games are coming out. It's gaming season. We're getting close to the holiday. Games are coming out. Consoles are actually still getting easier to find. I am still seeing that you can go to stores, like at least online, and able to order Series S's now.
Right.
One thing, and that is, I guess it's because I've not been to the store, like the console stores, like you go into the console, go to like their marketplace, where you can buy games and movies and shit. I did not know Xbox had updated there so you can buy hardware from the Xbox.
That's actually pretty good.
You can buy an Xbox Series S on your Xbox Series S.
In case you were like, I'd like to get a spare for the kettles.
I really thought about that. So it's like, damn, like,
Yeah, it's because sometimes. Because that was the one thing that we looked at it was this is a great console for kids. This is a great console for kids because you got Minecraft, you got Fortnite, you got Apex. You can run all that stuff on. On it. You can put Paladins, Smite, whatever, onto the box with the quick resume, and it's a great deal.
All right, going back to the storage shit, and I'm just gonna be angry about this forever now.
Right. With good reason, but yeah, I get it.
I love the smart delivery on these systems.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I wish I could turn it off. If I could download the Xbox One version of some of these games, where I don't care about the ray tracing, I don't care about the fast loading times, I just want the Xbox One version. That way I can install it on my big storage. Why can't I just have it? That's the one thing that PlayStation has over Xbox. Except for when PlayStation does it, it's a fucking clusterfuck of a mess.
Yes.
Because you just don't know which one you're downloading. You have to look for the PS5 version or the PS4 version. Young might be able to answer, because I think Young has the PS5. He may be able to answer, or they may be able to answer, whether or not they fixed that.
Yeah.
But if I was able to choose the Xbox One version of a game that has a series patch, let me install it if that's all I want. If I just want to have the game. Like, if I know the performance on the Xbox One was comparable, if I was okay with that, I don't need the fast loading for it. I was okay waiting and checking Twitter while it loaded. Let me download that version. Just so I can save space. Microsoft, we can talk. Look, there's a Microsoft first. No, I don't want to talk to them. Microsoft, Phil. Look, Major Nelson, I was the first major. You could talk to the first major online. I'm just saying. Right. You came after me. Major Nelson, what are we doing? Come on, talk to me. I'll let your boy.
Speak to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Mm-hmm. I'll let him talk to me dirty.
Talk to me nice. Bruh.
Oh, dumb delivery. It says PS4, PS5 on the store. With the upcoming update from that currently running beta, yes, we will see a PS4 title and a PS5 title of games. See, come on, man. And that's what I say. Like, you could probably download the PS4 version of that title on an external hard drive and be able to boot that version up. Come on, Mark. Look, so close. So close. Budget system, my ass.
It's not. I knew it's not. I know it's not. It's like, nope.
Kev.
Yes, sir.
What you got going on this week?
Okay. Well, since we didn't allude too much to it, I am very happy about the fact that Uncharted 4 is coming to the PC.
Oh yeah.
And so,
hold on. Before we go any further, does that one have any mystical shit in it? Like, like everything's all fine and dandy. You're shooting real humans up until you get to the MacGuffin, and all of a sudden, Cthulhu shows up.
No,
because Uncharted and fucking Tomb Raider, they both follow that same fucking formula, and I hate it.
One had the spooky shit. 2 had kind of the spooky shit. 3 was kind of like that was a fake out. Really kind of didn't have the spooky shit. And then 4 was just kind of like a love letter to people who loved the series and loved everything about the series. And so, yeah. And then I think
Yetis?
Lost Legacy. Yetis was in 2.
Oh.
Yeah, being yoked up in 2.
Hallucination drug.
Exactly.
I hated that about fucking Far Cry 3.
Right.
Drugs are okay, I guess, but don't make me have to play in drug-induced state. Please stop.
Right. Yeah. 3 was kind of rough, but 4 is definitely good. Like, so
I mean, just straight-laced humans from beginning to end.
Yeah. Straight-laced humans. Yeah.
No mystical powers. Ain't nobody floating and shit. It's just.
No. It's. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure before I got excited about it, because I might look into that.
It's all fun. It's all good until the bullet sponge Yetis come off. Yeah, that was 2. That was 2.
And that's fine. If that was if that was the height of it, I'll be okay.
Man, I really want to finish 2, but then I'd have to turn my PS4 on, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I looked at my PS4 and I was like, I almost thought about disconnecting it for the Series S.
My PS4 is so super dusty. But anyway.
Who you telling?
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be on PC, so I'm looking forward to that. Seeing what see how my 1060 holds up with that. Hopefully it's not too. Hopefully it's not.
You thought that PS4 was loud. Now you got a CPU and a GPU to contend with.
But it has better cooling.
Yeah.
And adequate airflow.
Got a point.
But
you got me there.
Yep. But the library puzzles so that you'll be fine. Yeah, I'd still be fine. So I'm looking forward to that. What else really cool about PlayStation that was like at the time? I think everybody. I think everybody was happy. I think everybody was happy for the things that they were happy at. Forspoken, sure. Deathloop, yeah. KOTOR remake, sure. Uncharted for me, that was good. Now if they showed the Uncharted game, I'd have been like, oh, whoa, oh, oh, okay, right. I can see it now. But yeah, PlayStation 5 for me has always been like, hey, I'm gonna take this PS5 out to play these games and then put them away and then play everything else on my Xbox and PC and Switch. Like Xbox, PC, and Switch, the mains. PS5s is gonna be Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man 2, and I don't want to spend $500 just to play them 2 games. So,
Yeah,
so I just wait
yeah,
to.
me, it's Gran Turismo and Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I'm not dropping down a good possible full $500 for PlayStation 5 to only play 3 games on it.
I was really hoping Polyphony Digital would announce that Gran Turismo 7 was coming to PC.
I mean, yeah.
Come
I guess.
on.
I guess we just got. I guess we just gonna have to deal with Forza.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Fine with that. Fine. I am
The only
good
Game
with
Pass
that.
game that I will buy and will probably buy the deluxe edition of it. It's the only game I splurge on.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. And yep, so many good. Just so I can say, what next month's gonna be a lot of good games coming out, and there's also this month's gonna be some good games, but there's gonna be some good indie games coming out, like Honey I Joined the Cult's coming out this month. I think Epic Chef is also this month, and I think what's in October? Back for Blood, Back for Blood,
right.
and Empire's 4. Oh god, Empire's 4.
Isn't that
All
the
the Empire.
Trebuchet game?
Yeah. They were very keen on them trebuchets. I'm like, oh.
The stream broke for me around that time too. I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, that was kind of like, wow.
Trebuchets.
I'll be like, wow, these guys are really into trebuchets. Uncomfortably into trebuchets.
Yeah, sure. You swing that projectile, baby.
Yeah, be like, yeah, break down that portcullis.
Oh, yeah. You let gravity do all the work.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, okay. Do y'all need to be alone? Okay. See, Empire 4, Black for Blood, which I pretty much made the executive decision. We will be playing that game.
Oh no, it was a vote, and Sin lost.
He was outvoted. He was outvoted 3-1
immediately.
I was like, yep, that game. Because I played the beta and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to play this with friends. And then it's like, yo, let me download Left 4 Dead again, Left 4 Dead 2 again. And yeah, just to play up to that point and then play Back 4 Blood. Because I feel like Back 4 Blood is not gonna be like the forever game. It's gonna be those, hey, let's get some Back 4 Blood runs in every now and again.
Thought you were about to say, let's get some black friends together and play Back 4 Blood.
That's how I definitely play it. Yep.
Yeah, like Anka bought it. So we're gonna do DVD. I said, nope. Just nope.
But why?
Because Back 4 Blood is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna have a split stream where I'm gonna be sharing my screen as I play Dead by Daylight.
Yep. Because it'd be like the way you could see the frustration. You couldn't see it, but the way you could see the frustration of Anka's face, where Anka is just dead, and just like Anka is just like, and I was like, yep, Anka, go play this game. If Anka could show rage, Anka would be fuming by now. That's just how I looked over at Anka, and Anka was just kind of like, and I knew Anka was mad. I knew Anka was upset, and I'm like, yeah, and I died.
Yeah, I wanted a way to defend myself. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, I gave my life, and I threw myself in front. And I was like, Rachel, run! Like, whack!
K-pop star wouldn't stand a chance if I had a fucking gun in that game.
You don't have no guns. You got a flashlight.
Nah.
You got a flashlight, a med kit, and a toolbox.
Fuck that. Give me at least a bat.
Go for after his kneecaps. That'd be dope. Like you have a bat. You can only swing it once and it breaks. You're like, go for his kneecaps. That was funny. But yeah, yep, that's about it. Oh, one day I'm gonna get to like Lawnmower Simulator. Yesterday was supposed to be the day, and I couldn't get to it because the AC peeps were here, and I was like, damn.
That would have been the best time. The people could have seen you sweating like you were outside.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Your mom come over, bring you like a glass of iced tea, sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you working hard out there? Yeah, mom.
Yeah, I'm working hard. I'm working hard mowing this yard. Whew. Oh boy, okay. Back at it.
Sid,
crying.
What you got going on this week?
Preparing for vacation. Tomorrow is the
that's
last day
right.
of my work week, and then Saturday and Sunday are going to pass with their activities, and then I'm going to be on the road, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to be on the road. We're looking at a total of 22 hours of driving this weekend.
Oh, God.
I really like long distance drives, though, so it's fine. But it's also just the places that I want to go. It's one of those, we're either driving or we're flying. People that will not appear on a plane going literally anywhere until the year of 2022 at the bare minimum.
Yeah, I had to come to grips. I had to calm myself down from earlier this week. So, yeah, let's go to California. Oh, wait, no. Shit.
Whole panorama.
Unless it's like a work related thing, you're not putting me on a plane. And if it's a work related thing and I can drive, I'll go ahead and rent the car and just send y'all money for gas. I'm not doing it. Not me. Nope. Because like everything else in a car, it's me and the air conditioner. I don't have to worry about you hoes. On the plane, however, I got to worry about whether or not y'all decided to pay attention to the warnings of the health and science people, and or whether you decided to bathe that day. I don't feel like dealing with either of those things. Also, your kids can't cry in my car, so I am going to be taking the car.
I'm going to figure out some way to hack his iPhone and just have just babies crying at random intervals. Like his Spotify. Oh, that's right. You have a community Spotify playlist. I need to find some baby cries that somebody snuck into in Spotify.
Major, what's my phone number?
I don't know. I guess this is going to hinder me from doing that, right?
It might.
Damn. I'm going to need somebody to help me real quick.
I'm going to need y'all to consider not doing that. Strongly consider not doing this foolish thing that you were being asked to do.
I'm just saying it was a good idea, though. It was a good idea. So that's it. So just traveling, vacationing.
Traveling, hopefully getting some time to catch up with some folks, doing a bit of reading, and just generally enjoying how everybody at work that I said, I will bring my laptop just in case anyone needs me for anything, and everyone giving me the strong side eye like, bitch, I better not see you online for a week.
I need coworkers like you.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Be like, look, you gonna enjoy this vacation.
They said you better enjoy this vacation because I'll tell you this, I sure would be enjoying mine.
Mm-hmm. Like I say, this is 2021 is we're enjoying our vacations, and damn what everybody else say.
So now I know how I'm gonna annoy Sin during his vacation. I'm just gonna start pinging him randomly on Discord.
How are you going to reach me? I don't have Discord on the other computer.
He's like,
is it on your phone?
Oh, y'all fine. I had Discord on my phone for a hot minute, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. I uninstalled that thing so fast, and the mobile experience is trash.
The way you could be like, you can try, but I won't. But you won't find me. The way you control me all you want to. I will be somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I will not be available.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the definition of boundaries in the purest sense. No matter what I do to fuck up his vacation, I can't. And I love it. I do.
Won't. I say you won't. I say you will try. You will fail.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, no weapon formed against my vacation shall prosper.
No weapon
hey man,
formed against my trip shall prosper. It won't work.
Edie. Before we get out of here, before we get out of here though, next week will be 364 days since we started recording this podcast, which is really a bummer when one of us isn't going to be here. Which again,
I'll join y'all via Periscope.
It is a bummer, but I will not be upset by it. But however, I still would like to do something for that. I don't know what that is though.
Play the whole Tony discography, starting with Anniversary.
Today is a special day, not just any day.
It's our anniversary.
Hey, your supervisor, you leaving early today.
I thought. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe something will happen. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go, hey, it's been a year, and then we'll just keep it moving.
Wait a minute. When I come back, it won't be. Wait, it will be. The Thursday that I'll be here will be a Thursday Plays week.
Yeah.
Do we want to have our anniversary party in Animal Crossing?
What are we going to do for 2 hours in Animal Crossing?
Except just sit there and jiggle.
Try to chop each other with axes.
Try to do what?
Try to chop each other with axes.
Oh, that was going to happen anyway. Uncle was going to start it, and then all of a sudden we were going to be like, "Oh hell no!" And then next thing axe fight.
That turns into just a show with axe fights.
Yeah.
Okay. You know something? Why don't we let the audience decide on this one? Why don't we put something out on Twitter and ask them what they think we should do for our anniversary?
I like that.
There you go. Throw a poll out. Throw some polls out.
Oh, but wait. Who should I be following on Twitter to see this information? It's Major.
Hi.
Right? It's Major. Hi. Just
that
go to twitter.com/MajorLinux and do that, please.
Yeah, do that.
Down to the thing.
Do that.
Yep. In the linky doos.
Yeah.
Oh, and Major, I did finally finish the one project that I meant to finish for you ages ago. I took that whole list of things, which was a hot mess that had all of your commands in it, and separated it so that it's now readable and you can figure out what text, if any, you want to edit.
Fantastic. Yeah, a lot of work needs to be done. We'll get there. But yep. So that's gonna do it for us this evening. Another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays is in the books. Of course, you can hit up the socials or just put the links in the chat. Twitter.com/Major Linux if you want to follow me and find out, hey, what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks for our 1 year anniversary. Amongst other things, of course, if you want to contribute to the show, majors.house/Discord is where you want to go. Contribute articles like Young, like Ruin, like Tykel. Or you can be like Sin and just DM them to me directly. Don't do that. Or like apparently I found out.
The thing is, you can't come for me on vacation, but you can come for Major, who never sleeps.
That's a lie. That's my bed right there.
Definitely DM him. See what happens. It's magical.
Don't do that. Because then I'll start feeling some type of way that I don't feel like doing it and won't check it for several hours just because, just out of dread and anxiety. So I should have looked at this earlier and I didn't. And now they're going to think some way of me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Like I have 9 notifications in Discord right now. And be like, I don't know if I want to look at them when I end the stream because I have not responded to them when they were initially sent to me. If you like to listen to the archives of the show, anchor.fm, majors.house/TTT, youtube.com/Major Linux. Of course, look for the Tech Talk Thursdays playlist to catch all of these archives and many more.
And you can look for it anywhere you get your podcast.
Oh, yes. We're on like 9 different platforms. I know there's more, but Anchor only gave me 9. So,
yeah.
It's okay. Y'all listening to Spotify or Apple anyway.
Yeah, they are there.
We know you're not over here listening to podcasts on Tidal.
Well.
Oh, quick talk. Did you see Tidal
I
did
sure
that
did.
Twitch? Yeah, they did that tweet. Says take the 500,000, and I'm crying.
LLC Twitter is quaking right now.
Blah, 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 blah,
Okay,
blah,
so
blah,
let me
blah.
go ahead and give y'all this. This is more pop culture than tech talk, and I get this, right? Yeah. But there's this whole thing about, would you rather have $500,000, or $500,000? Would you rather have $500,000, or would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z? And people were just like, y'all foolish for choosing $500,000. You can have dinner with a person who could teach you lessons that you can apply for the rest of your life that would get you that value. And people looked at them like, you are absolutely foolish. That man would sit there at dinner and be like, why did you pick the $500,000 if you don't go somewhere? Not the company that owns, not the company that this man owns tweeting at y'all. Just pick the $500,000 and like get the hell on.
Yep, literally, like that would be the most awkward, quietest ass dinner. Y'all be sitting up there eating your steak frites, and then be like, all right, hove out.
Now, mind you, I'm not an investor or anything, right? But the people who say having a conversation with someone over dinner is going to turn your $20 into $1 million lack a fundamental understanding of what it takes to make that happen and how that stuff works. We talked about this last week when we talked about infrastructures, right? It takes time and resources to make that stuff work. Mostly time. And then if you have it, resources. What resources and time would you need to take $20 and find the ways to invest it, try it, fail it, grow it, kind of aggressively do the things that you need to do regularly in place of any other activity to turn that into $1 million? You're not sleeping, you are not eating, you don't have a love life or a pet that loves you. That's what happens when you try to do that.
But at the end, you get $1 million.
At the end of that, you also won't have any of the stuff that you wanted that $1 million for. So, yeah, it's, oh my God, ruined.
Oh,
it truly
my God.
is the same energy of the people who would be like, you could have taken that stimulus money and used it to open a business. Who's opening a business for $1,600? Whomst the fuck?
Just 6, not 16, 6.
Oops.
Oh no, 6 is what we're owed. And I will contend that forever. But also Hoops, because every single person y'all know that you look up to as these models were also people who were just like, either I got into illicit activities until I could get my life right and extract myself from those situations, or I struggled until my parents loaned me $100,000. I was very frugal with saving money, and then my parents invested $500,000 into my company.
I got a small loan of $14 million.
Please exit my mentions. And take your raisin covered potato salad with you.
On that note, thank you everybody for coming through. Anka, I hope you feel better. Get some rest. Again, you need it. I know what you're going through.
Listen,
it's a good thing. It's a great thing. What you were. I'm sorry. You probably have a better word for this. Please.
So, the goat, as Major says with such enthusiasm, is currently napping in the pasture because they got an occupational upgrade that has them studying real hard and has tapped them out for today. So we are over here cheering for and celebrating the one and only Anka and her journey into new horizons and everything else, not to be confused with Animal Crossing. We will probably see her while I'm not here. We're trading places. At this point, I might as well be Anka because you never see us at the same time.
Well,
hand clap of praise indeed, as Kevin would
clap
say.
Hand clap of praise.
We love a glow up around here.
Yes.
We do.
But on behalf of Anka, on behalf of Sid, on behalf of Kev, it's your boy Mark Summers, Major Lennox, wrapping up another episode of Tech Talk Thursdays for September 9th, 2021. You all could have been anywhere in the world, watching any stream in the world. You could have been reading the tech and gaming news yourself, but you said, nah, it's okay. It's fine. Those dudes clearly know what the fuck they're talking about. And I'd just rather listen to the wisdom of the ancients flow through them as they talk about modern shit. And for that, we appreciate it. So, with all that said, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you. And peace. How?
Honda forever.
Where's the button?
E-Bombay.
You bum.